Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Clara, and today my Nordstrom anniversary sale order arrived. So I was so excited that I just had to film this right away for you guys. And I did order some of the new products from Charlotte Tilbury, as well as this Guerlain product, which I will be reviewing right after this video. But let's jump into the product I was the most excited to pick up. As many of you may know, I've been a longtime fan of the Filmstar palette. I use this shade so often for contour, and it is what I have on today. And I did apply the highlight as well for demonstration purposes. So when I saw that she was releasing this bronze and blush glow palette, I was so excited. As you can see, the case is the same as the Filmstar bronze and glow, and if you pick it up during the sale, it also comes with this kind of miniature sized brush. It is a little smaller than it looks in the pictures, but it is really soft. And that brush is meant to go with the blusher in here. So this palette does have a mirror as per usual, and the quick rundown of this palette is that it was $75 to purchase, and it says it is a $98 value. I'm assuming that includes the brush because the Filmstar Bronze and Glow palette is a little bit less than this palette was to purchase. And something that I find really interesting about this palette, as some of you may know, Charlotte Tilbury's line is relatively new, and so I feel like she is kind of expanding her permanent collection. And since this comes in a kind of permanent looking packaging as opposed to her earlier summer bronzer release, which had an actual picture on the front, I have the sneaking suspicion that this is going to become a permanent item. Last year in the Nordstrom anniversary sale, they released the Instant Look in a Palette Seductive Beauty palette, and then it went away for a few months and then it came back. So I think she's kind of testing out the waters with this one, but I do think that this will become a permanent item. Now I'm sure the burning question on most of your minds is what on earth is the difference between these two brown shades down here? And I had the same question when I first looked at them. They are not the same shade. This is the Sculpting Contour shade. It is a little bit darker, even though this is the light medium palette. This bronzer shade is actually very light, but I was surprised by the amount of pigment I was able to pick up when I went to use it on my face today. When I swatched it in the store, I was kind of skeptical that it would show up even on my fair skin, but it does do actually a really nice job. And something that I like about it is it has a lot of gold base to it. There is a little fine gold sheen in it as well. It doesn't show up as glitter on the face, but this is the kind of gold-based bronzer that I really like and find really flattering on light yellowish skin tones. And when I swatched this blush for the first time, I was just so in love with it. It is exactly the color that I love and own so many similar type of blushes too, but I have no regrets. It has a beautiful pigmentation and it blends out really well. This is a blush that kind of reminds me of NARS Orgasm, since it is sort of a pink coral shade with a golden shimmer in it. I'll swatch it side by side with NARS Orgasm so you can see, but this one definitely has more pigment, more pink to it, and the NARS Orgasm has more of that golden sheen. So this is less shiny on the cheeks, even though it is a blush glow product. And also, if you are wondering, there are different amounts of product between the two. This one has a total of 16 grams, and this one, the blush, is actually 10 grams and the bronzer is 12.5 grams. So you do get 22.5 grams of product in here as opposed to the 16 grams in here, which I think is part of the reason why this is a little bit more expensive. I do have a minor caveat about the brush. I think that it worked absolutely beautifully with this product, and it is so super soft. When I was in Nordstrom the other day though, I was kind of feeling her other brushes because I'm really tempted by her line in general, and I felt like some of the other ones were a little bit more scratchy. When I put this directly against my skin, it doesn't feel sharp at all like some of the other brushes. Her brushes are natural hair brushes, and sometimes there's just a little bit of difference between the quality of hair, but if all of her brushes were this soft, I would definitely pick them up in a heartbeat. I also picked up the Perfect Pink Lipstick Duo, which does come with a lip liner as well. And the price for this is $60, and it says it's a $90 value. I do believe that each of these lipsticks is a little bit upward of $30, so you basically get a lipstick for free. So this set comes with a full size of her lip cheat in Pink Venus, which I have been eyeing because it's another one of those gorgeous shades that just looks great on everybody. It is slightly pinker than Pillow Talk, whereas that one is a little bit more of a kind of brownish neutral pink. This one is a pink pink, but it's not so light that it looks fake on your lips. For a more natural look though, you might want to go with Pillow Talk, but definitely if you're wearing any sort of pink lipstick, Pink Venus is amazing. Now, one of the reasons that I chose this set over the other neutral set that she released, that one comes with, I believe, Pillow Talk, which I already have, and then the two lipsticks that are included, either one or both of them is a Hot Lips, and they looked a little bit light for me personally. From my personal experience and the things that I've heard, the Hot Lips line is a little bit more drying as well. This one comes with a Matte Revolution lipstick called Between the Sheets, which is almost the same color as Pink Venus. This is a really pretty pink that still looks kind of like a natural pink. And the texture of her Matte Revolution lipsticks is supposed to kind of mimic natural lip texture. So when you're wearing it, it kind of just makes your lips look fuller, and it's like it blends in and becomes part of your lips. I do find for her Matte Revolution lipsticks, they do get a little bit drying at about 30 minutes to an hour, so I'd usually dab some gloss over the top, and they don't budge at all. Now, my absolute favorite lipstick formula is actually her Kissing lipsticks. They feel so comfortable on my dry lips, and I love them. I'm sure one day I will collect all of them, but for now in this set I got Kiss Chase, and that is actually the color that I'm wearing right now. I love it. It's my kind of berry pink color. And before we say goodbye today, I just want to give a quick shout out to the Charlotte Tilbury customer service. If you guys watched my last video, which is the Charlotte Tilbury collection video that I made, I also reviewed the bar of gold that I just bought, and there was a little bit of an issue there, but I reached out to the Charlotte Tilbury customer service team and they got back to me like the very next day, and they were like, no problem, we'll just send you a new one, you don't even have to send it back. And that was it. It was so simple, and I just love when brands treat you that way. Sometimes if you order directly from a brand website and you have an issue with an item, I feel like some brands sometimes treat you like you're trying to pull the wool over their eyes and get a free product or something like that, and just to be treated like a loyal customer really makes you into a loyal customer, so I am just so thankful and happy to be a Charlotte Tilbury girl right now, and I can't recommend her products highly enough. I hope that you will check out her collection in the Nordstrom anniversary sale, and I hope that you will subscribe if you are new here, and stay tuned for my Guerlain Terra Tropica bronzer review, which will be coming up very soon. Don't forget to check out my Charlotte Tilbury collection video if you haven't seen it, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you really soon. Bye!